Japan's always just been this magical place.
That's so cool that you're gonna renovate. So what's next for you?
I want to start a business here.
I am at Haneda Airport picking up Marcus from the US. I'll explain why in a second, but oh yeah, there he is. Let me back up for a second. We started helping Marcus find a property in Japan a few weeks earlier. That day, we were actually supposed to view a place in Tokorozawa, Saitama. But curveball, Marcus found a property he loved in Fukuoka. So he flew down, toured it the next day, and flew right back. So instead of heading to a viewing in Saitama, I'm now picking him up at Haneda Airport. So let's go meet him. Hey, Marcus. How you doing, man?
Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, welcome back to Tokyo. Yeah. All right. I have some news. Right before I picked you up, I spoke to Matsuo-san, so he called. He told me that your offer is officially accepted.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
One step closer to being a homeowner in Japan.
Oh, man, that's a big deal.
I mean, it's pretty much. Unless something crazy happens or you pull out, like, you know, it's going to be yours. So
no, we're good, dude. I'm ready.
It's still with inspection contingency. What we're trying to do is, trying to get an inspection as quickly as possible. So also, like, another update. So you got 2 new renters. Yeah. Starting the end of this month.
Very
like
cool.
in 2 weeks or something. At 28,000 yen per month.
Is that long term or mid term?
It's going to be long term. I was doing some research and talking to Matsuo-san about the potential rent in that area. So I think if you do like some renovations, I think the rent can go up to probably like 35,000 eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you still have 2 vacant units, right? Good news is you have 4 renters paying you already. So you don't have to worry about crazy vacancy, like, you know, not having any income coming in.
I mean, and if they're comfortable with the conditions already, then that way I can focus on those other units and just getting that place cleaned up. That's basically 56,000.
Right, so 56,000 plus 28,000 and 20,000, right? Yeah, good start.
And then and the other ones were how much?
28,000, another 28,000, and then lowest one is 20,000 yen.
Okay.
Yeah, so 20,000, 28,000, 28,000, 28,000. Yeah, like 100,000-ish.
It's not a bad start.
No, so that's already built in. You get to work on the two units, and hopefully you can rent those out at 35,000, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. That's about 12,000, which is 10% cap rate.
And then
just
slowly,
starting out.
Once, you know, those older renters, maybe when they move out, you come in,
but that gives me so much more time now too that I can
exactly. Yeah.
Because I was like, this would be really expensive up front. And now I have a break with a little bit of income too.
We'll need to tell the audience what's going on, because usually we go do viewings, and you know, that's how I start documenting. But so we did have a viewing scheduled for today, you know, Marcus and I, in Saitama, Tokorozawa, Saitama, which is a property that he was really interested in. When was it, like 2 days ago?
Yeah.
You like hit me up and you're like, I'm going to Fukuoka right now. I was like, wait, what? Like, you saw a property that you really wanted to see, and you actually went and you saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Made an offer.
Yep.
Just got that offer accepted.
All within 48 hours.
48 hours. Wild. Yeah, you sent me some photos. I couldn't go because I was in Kyoto yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually, for another closing. Yeah, you took some photos, video, so we'll show in the B-roll. But can you share with the audience a little bit about the property that you're purchasing?
So it's in Fukuoka. I found it online. I was looking at multi-families on the side while I was going through AkiyaHub. And I just came across this property that looked like it might need a little bit of work, but was within my price range, and looked it up. It was still available. Checked in with Shu. I was like, hey man, can you help facilitate this for me? And he got in touch with the realtor and found out it was still available. So I booked a ticket and flew down there instantly. And that next morning, went and met with the realtor and looked at the property. I really liked what I saw, so called Shu and I was like, hey man, help me make an offer please. And that's what we did. A little of my background, I own a small construction company, and you know, I've done a lot of remodels with multifamily. So like when I see this, I know what I'm looking for. There's damage, but I can tell what kind of damage is that I can handle, especially across the world. That's why I was like, okay, I think we can manage this. So here I am, back in Tokyo, still within 48 hours.
You know, this is going to be the first multifamily deal that we've done in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, we've done over, like, I just counted earlier today, 130 in the last 18 months, and this still is the first multifamily.
I think it's a really good deal too.
Yeah. So it's a 6-unit property.
Yeah.
And how much are you buying it for?
It's 16 million yen.
16 million yen for a 6-unit.
Yeah.
Property. That's insane. The 2 were rented, 4 were vacant when you saw. But today, we just got a call from the agent that 2 more units got rented.
Still within 48 hours.
So much happened. So, Marcus, you're from Reno, Nevada. Is that California? Nevada.
That's right. I mean, Reno's right next to California. We're
so it's in Nevada.
Yeah,
okay, that's right.
Lake Tahoe,
Yeah.
Reno, and then California.
Yeah. So, and this is your first trip to Japan ever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you are under contract.
Yeah.
With the Japanese home.
Yep.
That's awesome. Walk me through of like how you got here, right? Like, so you have a ton of experience. You own a company, construction renovation company, and you're a very successful Airbnb host.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we spoke on Zoom, like you were sitting in like a mansion, like a really, really fancy place that
it's a nice place.
You own and you rent out, right?
Yeah.
To guests, and you just sent me the Airbnb link. It looks awesome. There are like 83 pictures. Like I've never, like, super cool. Like 5-star ratings.
I put a lot of work into that place.
Oh yeah.
So I bought it, and then we completely gutted the house. I moved a few walls.
Yeah.
Redid all the showers.
Yeah. We'll show the photos of the listing, and
cool.
I put the link for people who are visiting Reno.
Yeah.
They can stay.
Yeah, if you're going to Lake Tahoe.
You've been doing this in the US for a long time, but first time in Japan, and this is your first time to visit the country ever too. So how did you end up here?
I don't know. Japan's always just been this magical place, you know, like anime, watching that, like Naruto in high school, Pokemon in 7th grade, playing Game Boy, Nintendo. And it's like, man, it's just always been something in the back of my mind. And, you know, I've had this dream, and over time, through good and bad, I've had the ability to like just be able to step back and take the leap, you know. I was like, I want to do something grand. I have property in Ohio too, you know?
Right.
So that was my first big magical experience. So I was like, I just want to leave Reno. I love Reno, but I just want to do something more. So I went to Ohio. I found properties that were really cheap. And I was like, oh, okay. Knowing nothing about Ohio. And then I went there, and turned out it was in a decent neighborhood. But anyways, I've got those all fixed up, and now I've got 3 Airbnbs there on
Ohio,
on a single property.
Yeah, what part of Ohio?
Youngstown. You know, very obscure, like completely random.
Okay.
But I just took the leap, and I was like, wow, I think I could do something with that. And it actually ended up working out very, very well. So I'm like, I'm very grateful. But it turned out pretty cool. Yeah.
How are you managing those?
So initially what happened was through my business, I had a really good teammate that works with me, and he had to move back for like family stuff. So that's actually kind of how I found out about Youngstown. So he's there, and he's pretty much running that side of the business out there, and staying fairly busy. And then I found a cleaner out there, so she does all the cleanings, and she's just like, she's the best. She's such a good cleaner.
It's awesome.
She's got a lot of experience. So between those two, they just manage everything. You know, whenever there's anything that comes up, they're there. So I can be out in Tokyo, getting phone calls at 4 a.m. about the guest. Or the guest is like, I can't get in, and I can call Brad, or I can just open it on my phone. But usually it's like a dead battery, and Brad can show up, and he's right down the street. So that's how that works out.
Nice.
And then I have the same dynamic in Reno with my team there, where they're doing a lot of remodels and handyman projects. And then my office manager is also my cleaner for the Airbnb, which is my house. So I'm basically homeless now too, you know. I got this house that's always rented out.
Wow. So your portfolio, how many properties?
Well, I have 4, but now it looks like I'm about to have 10.
That's right.
And hopefully maybe, I mean, this area is cool because it's right by the university. 4,000 student university. Literally, you can throw a golf ball at the building.
Pretty close to the station too, right?
And
the university
one thing
station.
I noticed is like nobody had their bikes chained up in the area, and I was like all the neighbors, no one had their bikes chained up, and I'm like, this is a beautiful, wonderful community.
Japan, man. Japan.
So cool.
Yeah, it's quite safe. Yeah, that's great. But still, like, I recommend people to lock. Most people lock, but
Yeah.
I guess Fukuoka is even more chill and safe.
And it's peaceful. It's like one of the coolest things I've ever experienced is being in like one of the most busy subways I've ever seen. And it's just like quiet, but like relatively, but like it's not a bunch of people screaming and like smoking everywhere. And
So you've been here for like what, 2 weeks now? 2, 3 weeks?
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, and then sounds like you've traveled all over Japan already.
Yeah,
Like
I've been to
to-
all over Tokyo, Osaka,
you went to Hiroshima too, right?
Kyoto, Hiroshima,
Yeah.
Fukuoka.
Which one's your favorite city in Japan so far?
I mean, it's hard to pick. I like Fukuoka a lot, just because it's like that's a different vibe down there.
It's an up and coming city for sure.
Definitely.
Population is increasing. Real estate prices are going up like crazy. Well, you have another reason to come back to Japan now, right?
Exactly.
So for this multifamily unit, are you gonna do short-term rentals or are you gonna do long-term rentals? What's the game plan?
I think I'd probably like to figure out a mixture. I mean, obviously there's long-term rentals going on now.
Yeah.
So I would like to have maybe these next 2 units as short-term, so that way I have the ability to come visit, but still make income while I'm not around. And then when I'm like, oh, I need to come to Japan so I can buy more properties, and then I can block out those dates.
Yeah, Higashiku of Fukuoka is, again, it's like another really popular area. And I was just down there not too long ago for another closing, and that was also in Higashiku. Within Fukuoka, it's the area that's increasing in value pretty rapidly too. Yeah, I think there's a ton of demand, so I wouldn't worry about like not being able to find renters.
But yeah,
as long as you fix them up. And
like that second time when I had met that realtor and I was walking back towards the train, school had just gotten out and like the streets were just flooded with students coming up that way, and I was like, oh man, this is so perfect. It's like I could put some bike racks right on that wall because there's no parking there, but put a few little bike racks up so the students can hang their bikes and go to their room.
That's so cool that you're gonna renovate like yourself.
I'm gonna try as much as I can, man. I'm gonna try and come out here as much as I can.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what you're gonna do in Japan. That could be your ticket to actually staying in Japan long term, right? Like start your renovation
I get a
business.
Work towards like a visa or something.
So we help a lot of people buy vacation homes, right? Oftentimes they would like to do renovations, and we recommend them to work with the renovation companies that we like to work with, right? And it's great, like right now, like ChatGPT and there are AI tools that help both parties communicate pretty efficiently. So it's been really great. But also, like having someone like you who has the experience of doing really cool renovations in the U.S.
Yeah.
But if you can do that in Japan, like I think that could be a really good business.
Can blend the styles.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I've been seeing some styles out here, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of people reaching out to you. So just an idea.
That's kind of been a thought in my head, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a wonder, like I wonder if I could like bring what I do and bring it to Japan.
What do you think about like Japanese homes? Like, so for example, like wallpapers. We use wallpapers.
I see that.
Instead of paintings.
Wallpapers.
Like in the US, you just paint the walls, right?
Yeah.
But here, we almost never do that. Like always like wallpapers. And I asked renovation or real estate companies, and because you have so many different variations, like even textures, right? Like you can change. And if they get dirty, you just rip them off and put a new one. So they said it's more like convenient, like easier.
Yeah. To change and stuff.
So you put on inspection contingency. So we're gonna have an inspection hopefully by next week, and then after that you're good. And then we move on to contract day, and then that's when you put down the earnest money.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll sign the contracts for you. We'll get the power of attorney and all that stuff.
Cool.
And then you're really locked in. And then closing, usually takes about a few weeks. Usually depends on the seller, but the seller's not living there. It's an investment property, so I think it'll go pretty quickly. Do you have plans to come back to Japan, in the next few months or what?
Honestly, I'd like to bring my son back before he goes to starts kindergarten.
Yeah.
I don't know if the timeline will work for him.
Yeah.
But I could take him out of school. It's just kindergarten. Because I'm going to bring him no matter what. He's coming with me.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm bringing him here.
Anyway, so we're back in actually Yokohama. We just passed Yamashita Park, and we're going to go to Minato Mirai. You like coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll show you a really fine Japanese coffee. We'll film a little bit more there. All right, Marcus, we actually came to Yokohama because we don't have a property to view. So we're just gonna hang out.
Yeah, we're just gonna have coffee.
So this is the first time not seeing a property on camera with a client, but I wanted to show you a cool part of Yokohama. So that's the Landmark Tower, second tallest building in Japan. The last time I checked, I think. All right, so I'm gonna take you to a really neat coffee shop. I think there are a couple of shops in California. It's called Blue Bottle. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's real fancy.
Okay.
I like it.
I like fancy.
This is Minato Mirai, my favorite part of Yokohama, I would say. I'll show you Yokohama, and we'll talk about your Fukuoka deal. And
Cool.
Since you're under contract, this is it. How was that sandwich?
It's really good.
Yeah, you just crushed it. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And how's the coffee?
Coffee's really good too. I'm ordering all these things I've never tasted before.
It's called Blue Bottle. I really like their style. The coffee is really good. But anyway, yeah, we were just discussing about your potential future in Japan. And maybe, you set up a shop here, start renovating Akiya into more of a Western friendly, like a foreigner friendly style.
I can do anything from okay and livable to elegant and opulent,
Yeah.
And so it's like a lot of things I do are a happy medium, beautiful, but man, if we've got to step it up a little bit, that's like what I did with my house.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So that house in Reno, which I'll share the photos as B-roll. When did you purchase and what was it like when you bought it?
I purchased it in 2022 and it was old. It was built in the 70s and it had never been changed since the 70s.
Yeah.
It's very compartmentalized, so a lot of people like open concepts these days. So I knocked out a few walls, moved a few other walls, ripped out some closets, tore out all the tile and all the bathrooms, repainted everything, scraped all the popcorn, tore apart the kitchen, and then we put in everything. Everything was brand new flooring, new carpet, new paint, new lighting.
Yeah.
And just really opened it up. I put in these really nice, beautiful waterfall black granite countertops. And then I put in these flat, they're frameless Cabrini walnut cabinetry. It was really cool. It was a good project.
So having that experience, and you've been doing this since you said 2020.
I've been doing the handyman stuff since 2019, and then
2019.
When I bought that house, it was in 2022. But I've been the business itself, it's this tiny little handyman business.
That's awesome. And you have a team.
And now I have a team.
Right?
Yeah, I got people in Ohio, I got people in Reno, and hopefully soon in Japan.
You have 2 units that you're going to work on, right, before renting them out.
Yes.
In Fukuoka.
Yep.
So do you have any vision, plans?
Well, now that I have people in those other units, I can put a lot of attention into those. So I think I'm going to make them, just given the area, I'm not going to get crazy with it. I'm going to make it really nice. So if somebody would look it up on Airbnb, or even just as a rental, they're gonna be okay paying maybe a little premium. To stay there, They're gonna be like, oh wow, that looks comfortable.
Yeah. So each unit is what is it, 30 square meters or something? It's they're nice and cozy.
They're cozy.
There's a kitchen,
that's a good word. Yeah.
Toilet. Yeah. So
it's got a loft. Everyone has a loft.
Yeah. And then right next to university.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a ton of
university
students.
There's a barbershop. There's a pharmacy. There's a train station. A 5-minute walk from the train station.
Yeah. I think timeline-wise, inspection will be probably sometime next week. And after the inspection, if there's anything, if it's cool, you're happy with it, move forward, contract, hopefully by the end of the month, and then closing as early as probably next month. Possibly August.
I think for the inspections, we'll primarily just focus on the HVAC units.
Yeah.
And then the plumbing, make sure all that's good. Check the electrical, the condition of that. I know the house, it was built in 1991. So all of the electrical is a lot of all the newer stuff. The panels, when I looked at them, all look pretty decent. There's some small structural stuff, but the actual foundation itself looked like it was in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
So.
And then maybe, you come back after the summer with your son.
And I think the inspection primarily is just to figure out what units need to be replaced. Or if there's roots growing through the plumbing down underneath. That's the only thing that would stop me though.
Okay, and then after that you close, and then I would avoid the summer because it's so hot. But, maybe the fall. Come back, start renovating, and I got to visit and then document that part of your journey as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Given that it's gonna go through and you purchase this.
Yeah. Once I'm out of here in a couple weeks, and then you'll be handling everything when I'm out of town.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what we do. Well, Marcus, yeah, it's been awesome hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming
Definitely.
to Yokohama.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we changed the plans. Instead of viewing a property today, we drink coffee.
There we are.
Talk about a deal that you're under contract. So that's super exciting. All right, so welcome back. So it's been several weeks since the last time I saw Marcus, and he's back in Japan. He's back in Yokohama next to me, and he's got super interesting stories to tell. So we're at a different cafe in Yokohama today, and he's the project manager, Weston, from Reno, Nevada.
Hi.
Welcome to Japan. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
There you go. Yeah, and you got a really cool Shinkansen hat. Which Shinkansen is it? Is that Komachi?
The Komachi.
Yeah, that's a good one. But anyway, so you came back.
Yep.
Now so much has happened in the last several weeks, month and a half or so. But you came back to Japan. Why are you back?
Well, the house closed. That was a long process, which you helped out immensely with. So thank you very much.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, we closed our house in Fukuoka. I flew out here. I brought him with me. Yeah, we've been out here working on this property for the last 4 weeks. It's a 6-unit property.
Yeah.
2 units are vacant. We've got 4 of them rented out right now.
I think during the closing process, right after you made an offer, you got another tenant, right? The seller had another tenant.
2 tenants.
So you had only 2 vacant units. Kind of cool situation where you already have income coming in.
Exactly.
But you got to actually fix up.
Yeah, so we had
units, right?
two empty units. So when we flew out here, we moved all our stuff into 1 unit. The other unit was in pretty bad shape. But I came in, I did a lot of cleaning. We replaced the HVAC units, the mini splits. And once I started cleaning, it came together really quickly, actually, a lot better than I had anticipated. I thought I was gonna have to replace the toilets, the bathroom area. But after I cleaned it, it was actually in really good shape.
Well, you sent me some of the footage, video, so we'll share on the B-roll so the audience gets to see it. But my initial question for you is, so I know you have a ton of experience renovating in the US.
Yeah.
But this is your first time doing that in Japan.
Yeah.
So everything is different, right? How did you navigate through that whole process of renovation?
A lot of it was just skill, a lot of the materials and tools are pretty similar. I use my Google Translate a lot, but people have generally been pretty helpful. But I mean, it takes some time and some patience. But as far as tools and everything is the same. So I know what I need and I know what I need to do to get the project finished. So I spent a lot of time at some of the hardware stores.
Yeah.
We bought a lot of furniture at IKEA. Spent a lot of time at Yodobashi Camera.
Yeah.
Getting my phone set up. I bought a lot of appliances used. I found a little warehouse that had a bunch of used stuff. And I bought it new. A lot of my washing machine, not washer dryer, was a 2024, and I got it for $150. Oh, and then I bought a 1996 Subaru sandbar. So I've been using that to drive around Fukuoka, and we bought all our supplies and everything. I was able to transport it really easily. The parking situation has been a real challenge.
So what I know about non-residents trying to get a phone number in Japan and also buying a car, let alone finding parking spot, you figure that all out. How did you do it?
I'm still a work in progress with all that. It's really challenging. The realtor that we had met down in Fukuoka, the other Matsuo-san, was very helpful. So he's managing the apartment unit, and I left him in control of that. So he actually got me a phone in his name, which was really helpful. And then the car, I still haven't found parking for it, but the guy I bought the vehicle from, his dad lived in Fukuoka, and his dad let me park in his garage. Yeah, they're letting me park there for 2 months until I can get back and figure out what we got to do there.
That's awesome, because you're so resourceeful, personable, so that I think you found people that want to help you, right, with whatever you
I think so,
need.
yeah.
Which is, I found this guy skill. No, it's all you. I won't take any credit for, especially those parts. So that's awesome. What was the hardest part about the renovation process for you?
For the renovations, it's obviously just the language. The language thing has been the most challenging. But like I said, I have a lot of skill and knowledge for that. So really the most difficult thing was just was language.
And you two stayed in one of the units.
Yeah.
The whole time, right?
Yeah, I have all my luggage is in one unit, and then the first few nights I rented an Airbnb. Just so I could get the other one cleaned up.
Right.
So, you know, we drive up there every day, get it all cleaned up, and then I finally got it livable. Bought some mattresses, we bought TV, and got everything nice and pretty in there. As I was working in it, I wake up in the morning and start working for a couple weeks.
So how long did it take you to renovate? So both units?
I did the one that was in the worst shape, which is actually the one we moved into. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But it's night and day in there. It's a completely different place. So did a lot of work outside, because remember in the photos there was overgrowth, all the foliage. Oh man, I spent a lot of time cutting out bushes and getting rid of some bugs. It looks really good. I'm sure the tenants are probably really happy.
So is that unit, is it going to stay, I guess, like your place? Is that going to be one of the base places?
Yeah, that'll be my home base for now. But what I plan on doing is I want both those units to become Airbnbs. And like another added bonus which is going to help a lot, is that Matsuo-san, he manages hotels. So he's got cleaners and all that stuff. So like it's the transition. Once I am ready to set these up as Airbnb units or mid-term level rentals for college students, fully furnished, will be a lot easier to get it up and running. And then that way I don't have to be around. Like my units in the USA, I'm not even around those. One's in Ohio and one's in Nevada. So I got a good team across the country out there, and I plan on doing the same here.
So what's next for you now that this is, I know there's still some work to be done, but kind of wrapping up.
Move to Japan.
Move to Japan. I love it. It's going to be a new business in Japan?
I am. I want to start a business here. I'm going to start a remodel business. So that's the next step. We've got an attorney that I've got working on that process right now. I want to buy more properties too. So I'll be working with you some more.
There you go.
On some Akiya. And
I'm sure a lot of our clients and members are going to need your service.
I bought a vehicle out here, so I'm not afraid to travel. Also, like for a lot of these projects, you know, if there's a lot of people from out of the country, like if I'm working on a project, I'll give you some information too on a lot of the stuff I've done. So if anybody's interested, they can look at my work. I've gotten pretty comfortable like navigating like tools, communication. I like talking to people with Translate. It's kind of fun. You know, as far as traveling, it doesn't really matter what part of the country you're on. Japan's, you know, it's like the size of California, and I'm pretty flexible with being able to be where I need to be. So yeah, I'd love to help out people and you in any future projects.
If you're interested in knowing more about Marcus's work, we'll put the links below. So just thank you. You know, whatever you can share with us. I'm excited for you, and I'm sure we'll collaborate and work together. In the future.
No, collaborations are big out here.
Oh yeah.
From food to clothing, and here we go. This could be a new collaboration right here.
I gotta come visit your place in Fukuoka.
Yeah.
You need to. But when do you come back next?
The plan is to be back within 2 months. I've got some projects already lined up back in Reno. I got to finish the backyard at my house, and then I want to come back out here and finish that property.
Is there anything else you want to share about your work and whatever you want to do here or work in the U.S. with the audience?
No, what I would like to share is Chu's been a really useful resource. I'm really grateful, man.
So thank you.
I appreciate what you've done for me. I probably could not have done this without his help. So it's been a big deal, man.
Thank you so much.
I looked up Japan. I heard about Akiya and I started looking it up, and then I ran across all his videos. That's how I found you. And yeah, here we are, many months later.
I'm just seeing if it can move on your shirt.
On the first property.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, project manager. Yeah, great job.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Well, I'm sure there is going to be a sequel episode in the future, but this wraps up this episode, this segment of the series with Marcus, who recently purchased a 6-unit apartment property in Fukuoka, renovated the vacant units himself.
Why are you touching my
and
face?
He's got really exciting plans for the property. So make sure to stay updated by following us so that you can follow his work in the future. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.